round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
So nila ba ro na sun?
Ayaw, oy. Basta nanay Klo.
Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako.
Ito ano?
Malapad sa langit, ibabalik sa iyo.
Where the echo slams. Oh, there it is. Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. Waiting for the push. And Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay Chloe.
Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano?
Malapad sa langit, ibabalik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James. Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final.
In a 1 minute to score, and ladies and gentlemen, get done it for the fourth time! A strong swing of Nation!
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay Chloe.
Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano?
Malapad sa langit, ibabalik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano?
Malapad sa langit, ibabalik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the International to whitewash the grand final. In a one-minute storm, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano?
Malapad sa langit, ibabalik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayo, uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echoes slam. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayo, uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang, joke lang man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echoes slam. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. Waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo. Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo. Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta na Klo. Asam lang baril yung station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're pressing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a one-minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta na Klo. Asam lang baril yung station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're pressing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo. Asam lang baril yung station there. Ako mga idol lang, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa'yo.
Gets up where the echoes slam. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo. Asam lang baril yung station there. Ako mga idol lang, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa'yo.
Gets up where the echoes slam. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun?
Ayo, uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dump. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun?
Ayo, uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang ba yung station there? Ako mga idol lang, si Choplak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dump. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, nga ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo. Asam lang ba really station there? Ako mga idol lang, choklak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dump. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. One minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. The Suns win the major.
Pad, Birdson, nga ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo. Asam lang ba really station there? Ako mga idol lang, choklak man ako. Ito ano? Malapad sa langit, ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dump. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
friendship.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang ba really station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang ba really station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James! LeBron James!
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. One minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun? Ayaw uy. Basta nanay Klo. Asam lang ba yung station there?
Ako mga idol lang si Choplak mo no?
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ibabalik sa iyo.
It's up where the echo slams. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're pressing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Blackwood will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nila ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ikaw balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're pressing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asa mo ng barili ng station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. One minute is gone, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. The Suns win the region.
Pad, Birdson, ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sunilaw ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asa mo ng barili ng station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're dancing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asa mo ng barili mo station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
Sun nila ba ro na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asa mo ng barili mo station there? Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're racing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nilabay ko na sun.
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man oh.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa'yo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Liquid will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. One minute is drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of BJ.
Pad, Birdson, na ako'y intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo spad.
So nilabay ko na sun.
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man oh.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa'yo.
Ends up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Pad, Birdson, ako'y Intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
So nilab ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano? Malapad sa langit. Ito balik sa iyo.
Heads up where the echo slams. Oh, they're passing forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's waiting for the push, and Cloud9 are all over this round once again. Almost blocked by James. LeBron James.
Blackwood will be the first team in the history of the international to whitewash the grand final. In a 1 minute drawn, and ladies and gentlemen, they've done it for the fourth time. A strong swing of Asia.
Pad, Birdson, ako'y Intel. Worth ni sa og 50k pangitaan ninyo Pad.
So nilab ba rin na sun?
Ayaw, uy. Basta nanay, Klo.
Asam lang barili ng station there. Ako mga idol lang si Choplak man ako.
Ito ano?
Mayong hapon kaninyo tanan. Finally, it's time dire karon as we are live sa ato ang YouTube stream. This is, of course, South.GG's Early Summer Sunscream, and I hope nga we can see some great Dota action as right now, Ash and friends able to finally make it in time. Unfortunately, nadisi ang sa ka-team nato maong na dugay ta ginagmayag so good, but what's important is not how we start, but how we end things. And indeed, Ash and friends making it at the literal last minute. And finally, baka so good na jud ta, we are able to start a game. And now, Ash and friends versus kapatid na Arlene. Ash and friends already going to start with the Earthshaker Ogre Magi picks, no?
So it's kind of obvious already kung unsa ilahang roles dire. Obviously kay Ogre, kay nobody plays it as a position 3 anymore. Hagbay ra siya nawagtang sa meta. Most likely kay mahimo ni siyang position 5, which will make it very a little bit obvious kung unsa plano ani nila sa Ash and Friends, and their bottom lane is going to be pretty weak. So kapatid ni Arlene probably gonna have to ban some sort of offlaner nga pwede mo complement sa Earthshaker and try to make up for the for the difference sa strength sa laning stage, or just the Underlord nga who doesn't really care all that much about the Grimstroke. Pero we'll see. Earthshaker nindutong tanan siya ipare sa sa Underlord dire karon, like daghan kay silang pang setup para sa Pit of Malice, and if na makuha sa Pit of Malice kay daghan sila kanang chain stance nga pwede ika-appeal sad ana as kapatid ni Arlene kay going to ban out the PL as well as the Morphling. Wonder why ni ban sila og PL. I mean, honestly, like Phantom Lancer, not exactly the best pairing in the world with the Ogre Magi. I mean, like, yeah, medyo maka. It's a decent lane, pero he doesn't really benefit all that much from like Bloodlust over other heroes, as Ash and Friends mopili na sila sa Pak dire karon. Of course, one of the meta's most well, frankly, annoying heroes. It's just gotten a little bit too strong. It's way too popular. And even the nerf bag 728C was just not enough to bring it down. It's just still like way up there. It's still way up there. It's too strong. And all right, drafting, yeah. I've got to show that stuff, no? So, Ash and Friends, kay of course, Ogre Magi, Earthshaker, and the Puck. Meanwhile, kapatid ni Arlene, they've already got the Rubik's, so I guess that'll mean ang kaning Gyrocopter will be played as most likely a position 1 or 2 given the lineup nga naa nila, no? Unless they do some sort of like weird mid Timber Saw or something. There's no way that this Gyrocopter is not core anymore. Kaya nakipick sila og Rubik, nakapick sila og Grimstroke. I mean, I have seen a few pub players in my time nga mag Grimstroke mid, pero I highly doubt that is going to be the case. I mean, overall, it's not that great against the Puck. Obviously, ang kanang asawa ni Grimstroke kay madodge ra sa phase shift. So Ash and Friends napasala duha ka minuto sa reserve time. Like both teams not really kanang thinking all that much about the reserve time. Nag-ano ra sila. It's almost like they're speed running sa ilahang pagpick dire as Beastmaster, yet another standard hero para sa ato ang DP sa meta. It's gotten nerfed. It's gotten nerfed pag 728C gipahinaya ng mga boars around mga supports can finally be able to catch up to it, but still very strong, very annoying to deal with. And well, the only thing that I have to worry about para sa draft sa Ash and Friends kay ni-pick sila og Beastmaster, and they already have the Earthshaker, pero ang kontra nila kay Timbersaw, who of course screws with both of these heroes dire karon. Like I would be concerned if magbutang niyog kanang like deep nga lane ward ang kaning kapatid ni Arlene, and then mag-switch na sila og lanes para sa Timbersaw, and in that case, like this Beastmaster is gonna get immediately screwed. So mauna, I'm really kanang concerned sa laning stage din para sa Ash and Friends kay if makatambok na yung Timbersaw, like so far sa draft sa Ash and Friends, there's like not really anybody who can actually stop this guy. I mean, wala na Ursa, wala na MK. Ang Ash and Friends may nibanan na, so it ended up helping kapatid ni Arlene out. We'll see unsa pa may laing viable ani. I'm not really sure if TB is good here. Like TB and Ogre would have been fine like sa ilaha, pero Timbersaw doesn't really care all that much about the armor nga naa ni Timbersaw, no? Because ang iyang damage kay puros na mga pure man. Pero we'll see. Okay, anti-mage. Woo! And meanwhile, kapatid ni Arlene immediately going to grab the PA para pang counter sa AM. Wow, they're just going all in sa ilahang mga lanes dire karon. I guess they're just hoping to get to the mid game and just completely shatter all of Ash and Friends kanang attempts sa ilahang pag-push dire karon. Like honestly, Earthshaker, he's gotten nerfed. Dili na kasi nindot sa iyahang sa iyahang shard. I mean, it's still okay. It's still okay, pero it's not really that great anymore. So, yeah, kapatid ni Arlene, I think I'm going to have to lean in favor sa ilahang drafting dire karon. So yeah, mauna nga ako ang predictions here. I mean, this anti-mage is a pretty decent nga lane counter no to the Timber song. Of course, Timber kay mapugos nang siya hinapakay against the anti-mage, which he doesn't really want to do all that much. Kay his stats are kind of mediocre, pero still this PA is gonna screw with the anti-mage. They're going to be able to stop the pushes gikan sa Beastmaster with the Timber saw, and I really don't think this puck's damage is gonna be enough, especially kung ang gyrocopter nga mid, by the way, kay mag-build siya og ethereal dire. Unsay tawag gani? Eternal Shroud. I think maun man siguro na ipangana to no. She's going to give him a lot of magic resistance here, which is going to be useful against the puck, of course. And just overall help him survive these fights. So, yep. I'm predicting ang Gyro kay just gonna build tanky, like maybe Maelstrom here and there. Maelstrom o say tawag ganay kanang Eternal Shroud as right now. Okay. Are na magsugod ang to ang duwa. Here we go. Boss sa takadiyot. Pero for now, okay, since nag-pause man sila, we're gonna take this time to just karang mag-shoutout lang ta sa mga players nila. Mura na mag-roll call as right now top 5 strongest kagawad sa iyahang Rubik who's got the Orb of Venom. That's well. If that's not something unorthodox, I do not know what is. So man, this Orb of Venom Rubik. Okay, I guess he's most likely expecting to be kanang slowing the boars gikan sa Beastmaster, pero we'll see if mag-switch lanes ba sila. Like right now, they're not looking to smoke just yet. I think wala pa smokes ng Grimstroke, and they do not want to invade the jungle for now, pero ang Timbersaw ilaha gyapon gipa lane sa bottom. Like you'd expect nga Timbersaw wouldn't be going sa bottom lane, because of course like out of all of these heroes sa side lanes nga pwede niya ma-kontra kay Anti-Mage is probably the worst one, right? Like you'd think they would try to avoid that lane, pero right now sila walay klaro og intersect. Okay. Most siguro pa nga niya, pero yeah, right now apat ka heroes mo so there sa top lane. At least they're playing aggressive, no? Pero you gotta wonder, are they gonna switch lanes eventually? Okay, this Timber would have been like the best this Beastmaster would have been the best matchup unta para sa Timber. So kay puros ba yan sila strength heroes there sa top lane, as right now nagpikita na ang kaning PA. The slow's gonna come through. He gets a stroke of fate. Fisher going to land onto 2, but he's surrounded by 3 heroes. Do they have the slows? Kilabayan ng Kotsilyo. Ang Earthshaker, ang kabaw pa doon na mamatay. Nahimo ng bulalo as finally the final right click and first blood sa ato ang duwa. They'll grab those, as well as 2 bounty runes. So worth it kayo ang ilahang pag-invade sa jungle. But it seems dili lang sila mo swap lanes jud. So right now, intersect with the unusual starting item build. Like you would see karang most nga Earthshaker players just going for the boots level 1, but right now 2 gauntlets of strength. This is unorthodox. I guess he's just trying to bank on his strengths as a laner, no? Although, dako kayong iyahang cooldown sa Fisher. Like, you'd see most people just going to go for boots and cut lang sila sa waves, like try to bring it all the way up here. Pero right now, that is not going to be the case, as this Ogre Magi TPing top lane. Red's actually falling very low here. Surrounded by 3 heroes as the Fisher block gonna come through. Fairy Fire saving him for now. Do they have the right click damage? No, they won't be. As finally, wala na J summons, and they'll bring down Walay Claro as he's surrounded by a ton of creeps as well as the PA. And Reds, fair to say, that was a bit of a debate there. Just getting a little bit too greedy. Lisod kayo yung maniobra dire karon as top lane. Puros ra ba ni sila mga mailing as support. So it's expected nga makait sila pag-ayo, especially without the boars available, as right now this tri lane dire sa Arlene is just dominating dire sa top. Last hits and denies, and as you can see, no, like tanang mga lanes kay completely dominated diri karon, at least so far, by Arlene. Hell, even this Timber song ani ingon kong bad matchup siya against the anti-mage. He's doing quite fine sa last hits, as right now Ogre going to die. So that's 3 kills already sa top lane. So kaning sila no, kaning sa nasa Arlene kay hayahay na kayo sila ron. Oh, they even get the pull. Oh, nicely done. So maula gina, this tri lane is getting pretty much everything. They've already got 3 kills dire sa top lane. Ang kaning PA nila is leading in terms of last hits, and si Way Claro, yeah, he might have 8 of his own, pero oh no, mid lane. Oh no. So is it safe to say all of these lanes are winning today for on the side of like kaning Arlene? Who knows? I mean, top and mid are certainly looking good. So I guess ang pag-asa lang nila, no, kaya ang kaning anti-mage nga naa sa bottom lane, he's having a pretty decent time here, pero 1v1 against the Timber Saw, who's just able to regen himself up in this lane. He doesn't mind trading hits with the anti-mage, as he's got already 12 last hits, 7 denies against the AM. Maon lang niya pag-asa sa ano karon sa kaning ang say tao ganing team nila gali. Pero right now ay si Way Claro, Waji Claro ang iyahang kinabuhi dire sa top lane. Already he's dying a second time. Napo pa ang iyahang last hits. This PA already 1-0 and 2 finally gets himself on the scoreboard. And I guess it's safe to say sama rin is free farm ang PA dire karon sa top lane, as right now, okay, that's a lot of harass being dealt, pero of course still has 4 tangos. He's got the protection of his tower as well as 2 support, so pwede rin sila mo sa PA if gikinahanglan, as kaning Rubik si top 5 strongest kagawad kay nani si Isal para maka-sustain sa iyahang PA. And right now this tri lane just suffering dire top lane. Si Way Claro taking a lot of damage here. He gets a Stroke of Faith, and now Dongito going to try and chase onto him. He's going to try and juke into the tree lines, but with the Inkswell, it's just going to be enough for him to close the gap with the stuns. And makalabay na sa siya, Gotsilio diri balik as this top lane. Hala, 6-0. 2K gold lead 4 minutes in. I don't think I expected this to happen, pero naman siya na mahitabo usahay, di ba? When you reveal both of your supports and they're both melee, imuha pa siyang i-try lane there sa top. It's kind of desperate. Wala kayo kay ma-pressure there sa top lane, and he's just going to die. What's Midnight Mayhem by pangalan aning team? Tanawon sa nato as this mid lane. Wala pa ta nakatanaw sa mid lane. I think ang kaning ang kaning si tawag gani. Ang kaning si tawag gani, this gyrocopter just completely having a free lane sa mid. Got that 1 kill dito ganiha, and right now already level 6 nakalabaw siya sa Puck, who's just struggling dire karon. Kuwang kay siyag XP, missing out on those denies as well as the XP gikan sa pagkamatay niya sa mid, and nobody even rotated to get the XP gikan ato. So overall, it's looking quite horrible today para sa tawag gani. Si pangalan gali ani nga team. Oh, the Ash and Friends. Okay. Ash and Friends na yung pangalan nila. Okay. So, right now, no? I mean, this puck is at least doing decent sa last hits, pero when it comes to, like, levels, gap kasi, kontra sa Gyrocopters. Okay, Kurokoy. Okay, he's just gonna get an illusion rune. Dili lang sa mo contesting si Humble God kay who knows. Dako kay ni siya dako kay ni siya damage nga matake sa rocket barrage. It just might be too much damage for him to deal with as top lane. Ay, Intercept is going to be in trouble once again. Intercept going to get intercepted completely as Dongito the Great. Ay. DC but sila ni pause and it's going to... It might be unintentional, but it's going to rub a little bit more salt onto the wounds of Ash and Friends as right now, 0-7 ang kill score in town. Pagkaluuya ni Tanaw 6 minutes in, 0-7, 2K ang labaw. And pinang lisura sa ilahang sitwasyon diri karon. Back to the ball game. Labay-labayan o gatsa, gikan kang way klaro, pero ang Ogre Magi going to be in trouble once again. Gisilence pag-ayo ang asawa ni Grimstroke. Going to get rid of R as Dongito the Great once again. Holoy. 4-0-2 ang ato ang PA sa top lane. Siya pa si pinakadaghang last hit sa ato ang duwa. So pila ka kaminoto makuha. Pila ka kaminoto before makuha ni PA ang iyang Battle Fury? I don't know, but Dongito the Great, it's certainly looking like a pretty free game diri karon para niya as this top lane, this tri lane. Gikan sa kapatid ni kapatid ni basta kay ay kapatid ni Angela or something. Something along those lines. It doesn't matter what the name is. All that matters is that this top lane is just looking completely miserable diri karon para sa Ash and Friends. Earthshaker og way klaro kay level 4. Bago pa ni siya nakakuha sa iyang level 4. Padoon pa ni siya makuha sa iyang level 4. Like he's halfway there, living on a prayer. Pero si Dongito the Great kay level 6 na in town. Hiyahay na kay siya as top lane. Once again, the engagement mo gank na sa dire karon si Kurokoy. He wants to join the party. He wants to get more kills dire karon as right now. Wadjoy klaro kung asa siya pa doon dire sa iyang kinabuhi. Finally though, the rotation gikan sa puck. He has the Dream Coil available as well as the DD. So that is a great rune for them to be able to rotate here onto Kurokoy. They want to be able to get the kill at least onto the gyrocopter, but he's turning around with the Rocket Barrage, but the Dream Coil is going to come through as well as the Silence. Can they fight their way out of this? This gyrocopter getting really low. The fish are only going to land onto 2. Finally, they bring him down, but Humble God going to have to get away as right now si Claro going to die one more time. Na ididining si Humble God, so they may have to be a little bit careful. Wala na sila mid laner. Wala Bayog Orb, and now Red's going to take a lot of right clicks here. Gikan sa puck. The damage going to be reduced by the Fade Bolt, but it's not going to be enough to save the Grimstroke. So finally, something going their way at least. And si top 5 strongest kagawad, si Yana sa gigugko dire sa mid lane. Fish are gonna come through. Humble God with the double. Gikan sa iyahang right clicks. Swerte sa kayo nga nakakuha sila DD at to. So, ayahay na kay sila. That is very nice para nila. Aloy. Shout out sa apat ka viewers nga katanaw ni Ray sa ato ang stream. I hope you're having fun watching this absolute nightmare of a game para sa Ash and Friends. Makabawi pagkas ni sila karon. Level 3 pa in town si R. I mean, at least this Earthshaker got some XP from that engagement. Ano ang paksad kay nakakuha na siya sa iyang level 9. But right now, 5K gold lead para sa kapatid ni Arlene. It's just looking too far behind as way klaro. wala na po siya klaro kung asa siya pa doong dire karon. He's surrounded by 3 heroes. Intersect going to try and intercept the kill, trying to save his carry, but they're not going to be able to. At least they can get a couple of return kills here with the rotation gikan sa puck, pero dian na si Kurokoy trying to get the party, trying to get some kills here as Humble God being forced to retreat. Both of his supports already dying here. Gilabayan ng Kutsilyo si Humble God, but it's going to follow him even through the waning rift. Wala siya nakagamit sa coil at to. Didn't even get the chance to, as Kurokoy going to get rid of this puck. And well, 417 asa kaana. It's like you getting 2 kills per minute, and now the TPs gikan kang way klaro ay yaya sa mga kapadong bay gilabayan na sa Kutsilyo balik. He doesn't even have the roar. As Dongito the Great already beyond God, like 11 minutes in. Holo, uy, 10-0-4. This guy nearly has 1 kill per minute, and I don't think they're going to slow down anytime soon as the rotation into the mid lane. Humble God silence with the waning rift, pero level 10 na ang gyrocopter. He's also got the raindrops, so he's absolutely going ham here. However, might have bitten off a little more than he could chew here as Humble God going to use the Dream Coil. Can he get the right clicks off? Does he have enough damage? Indeed, he does, as he actually gets a bit of an outplay here against the Gyrocopter, who's just a little bit too cocky for his own good. Humble God at least getting some of these kills, but oh no. The Santi Mage, I think nakahibaw siya kung unsay mahitabo with that name of his. It's so pessimistic, pero I wouldn't exactly blame him coming into this, as right now this Timber Saw just completely owning this bottom lane. Are you going to die here? I think R might indeed fall, as the Chakram going to come through Timber Chain as well. This Timber Saw off lane just completely going uncontested. I would have expected nga ang anti-mage kay would have at least a decent time against the Timber, but he's the one who got bullied out of lane. And well, Timber Saw in the bottom, also number 2 sa net worth. My gods. Hala, oy. Paita na ni tanawon. It's just an absolute slaughter right now as kapatid ni Arlene. 520. Okay. Wait. Okay, so mag-restream sa ta guys. And we will return in a couple of moments.